This one's from Keith. I have a feeling you're meaning Treshaun Ward here. Is Treshaun Ward coming back? This one, in my opinion, is a toss-up to where a few other ones. I was a little bit more positive about Trey Benson coming back than Treshaun Ward. I know Treshaun Ward, he's out here practicing. He will be participating in the bowl game. In my opinion, it's pretty much sold. Trey Benson, RB1 2023. That's just how it's going to be. And, Mike Norvell likes to use multiple running backs. That's just the case. But right now, that room is absolutely loaded. If I'm Treshaun Ward, I would take listening to some other schools. If there's potential opportunities elsewhere, definitely if I'm going to get more playing time, if I am going to be a solidified select RB1, I do take that offer. Treshaun Ward is really, really talented, guys. Really good for the locker room as a dynamic running back. And he was, it took Trey Benson a couple of games, really through the first quarter of the season to kind of get going there. Treshaun Ward was your go-to back and was finding the holes better and a little bit more patient. But now Trey Benson has taken that role and he deserves it. I really, in my opinion, I don't right now see Treshaun Ward coming back next season for Florida State, but that could change. But I'm more of wanting him to get the opportunity that he deserves. And that just doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, definitely after the injury that he suffered and that kind of being dialed back from playing time out there.
The injury definitely set him back. Ever since then, Trey Benson has kind of asserted himself in that running back room. And, Lawrence Toafili is just too valuable as a gadget guy who can impact the running game and the receiving game to, take out over Treshaun Ward. So, I really feel like the injury hurt him as far as playing time. And, the other guys have just taken advantage of the opportunities that they've been given with Trey Benson, Toafili, Rodney Hill coming back. You've got Keziah Holmes on the roster right now. We'll see if he gets elevated to a scholarship over the offseason. And then Samuel Singleton coming in. That running back room, just absolutely. CJ Campbell is still there. It's an absolutely stacked backfield for Florida State going into 2023. And I just don't know if there's enough opportunities on the table for Treshaun Ward at the moment. So, yeah, like you said, it wouldn't surprise me if he looks around a little bit and maybe tries to find a program where he can be the guy in 2023 and then work his way to the NFL. But regardless of what he decides, I think we've got to give our props to Treshaun Ward coming in as a walk-on, fighting his way to a scholarship at Florida State. And battling in the lineup the last two seasons, a primary backup to Jashaun Corbin a season ago. Very big piece for Florida State this year before he suffered that injury on the road at, was it North Carolina State? I believe it was North Carolina State. Just really appreciate the effort that he's put in on the field and also in the locker room, because that's a really high character guy. And even when he was out with that injury, he was sitting there working with those running backs every day, Trey Benson, Lawrence Toafili. Even though it's a competition, those guys are extremely close with one another. And we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. And he's the Spear alum too. I had him on here to talk about him earning that scholarship too. So a great young man. So, and like I said, he could come back next year. I'd love to see him in that, but I also want him to get the opportunity that he deserves. He deserves to find somewhere if that's the case. So, and I think that's exactly what Mike Norvell would want for him too. So we'll see what ends up happening with 8-Ball. Hey guys, this is Logan. Definitely appreciate you for watching the entire video. If you wouldn't mind, definitely hit that like button down below. Leave a comment on what you thought about the video and make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys haven't yet either, make sure you're signed up on our Patreon. This is where we're giving our inside news, inside nuggets, recruiting scoop, and so much more daily. You guys can sign up for that at patreon.com/NoleGameday. It's the cheapest option out of any outlet covering Florida State athletics right now at $2.99 a month. I highly suggest going to check it out. Once again, patreon.com/NoleGameday. Come hang out with us. See you guys there, and thank you for watching.